Leeds United wearing the track tops as they come out. Underneath they'll be all in white, and Millwall, the opponents this evening, are in their change colours of yellow and black. It's the sort of game that Leeds will look at and feel that if they're really to resurrect the challenge in this second half of the season, it's the sort of game that Leeds will need to win. So the Leeds team shows that Alioski comes back into the starting 11. Remember, Calvin Phillips starts a 3-game suspension after his straight red in the game against Queen's Park Rangers. The news on the bench, well, you can see that Poveda, one of the 2 new signings this week, is amongst the potential replacements. Agustin, the Frenchman, is not quite ready yet, but I'll be amazed if he's not involved at the weekend. Also good to see Tyler Roberts as a potential replacement in an attacking sense as well. The Millwall side shows multiple changes from the team that they played in the FA Cup. They lost at home to Sheffield United. One of just 3 defeats that the club has suffered since Gary Rowett took over, and the team that they put out this evening has a much more familiar league look to it. It's pretty much the lineup that won their previous league game. We await the corner kick being taken in front of the Kop end. It comes in now, swung high to the far post, and the header comes in, and the header is into the back of the net, and that chaos defensively for Leeds results in the opening goal of the game for Millwall. And it was a simple goal when it came. Ball swung up to the far post, and it was met, and the header was clean and powerful, and Leeds United inside 4 minutes find themselves a goal behind.
Well, set pieces really have been a problem, and here no one picking him up. Casilla, of course, gets caught and no man's land, and who is picking up? I have to say Sean Hutchinson. Good header, yes, but set pieces again are our undoing. We can't score at one end and we're conceding at the other, and that's just a simple tap-in.
So what can Leeds do by way of response? Coming back from being behind has been a real challenge for Leeds. They have a chance maybe on the right side now. Ayling plays the ball up towards the edge of the penalty area. First sighter on goal for Alioski, who dips the shot in. Not a million miles over the crossbar. It was dipping, but not quite enough to get underneath the bar and trouble the keeper.
Decent strike though. So he bounced up nicely. Stuart Dallas just gets a touch to it, but it goes into the path of Alioski. And when he does let fly, does well. Foot lower, that was heading into the top corner, but a decent response. But yeah, yet again, we're having to respond, aren't we? It's been a poor start at the back. We're giving the ball away. Millwall with that high press.
Luke Ayling for Leeds in possession, goes back into the centre circle to Liam Cooper, and then out wide to Alioski, left side. Then it's Hernandez with a chance maybe to have a bit of a run towards the penalty area. He plays it square for Click now. Click with a chance to shoot. He takes a shot, and it just drifts wide. That's good from Leeds United, better from Leeds United, and the ball goes beyond Bialkowski's dive and just wide of the post.
Well, that will certainly get some confidence into the side. Good passing. Eventually they find Hernandez in space. He gives it to Click. I think the ball is going out to Costa. Instead, he whips in a shot. Good effort as well. Keeper gets across just about. He might have stopped it, not so sure, but
Click gives Ayling a job to do, but he responds well, and now Click has it back on the right side touchline. Chance to stab the ball right from one side to the other to Alioski in a bit of space, to Harrison right in the edge of the area, plays it into Bamford, straight at the goalkeeper from the penalty spot, Patrick Bamford, and that was a chance.
It's a great chance. Comes to Bamford's left foot. It's his favourite as well, and I do think a confident Bamford just tucks that into either corner instead. He does get a good contact on it, but scuffs it into the ground first. Keeper, comfortable save, but Bamford, unfortunately, that barren run is continuing.
Ayling has the ball for Leeds and carries it forward now into a gap, into Bamford. Bamford over the top looking for Dallas's run. Dallas gets away. Oh, it's a great shot, and it's a fine response of a save from Bialkowski. Well, surely the goalkeeper pushed that behind, and the referee has given a goal kick, and that had to be a corner kick.
Beautiful play. Bamford plays it back into Stuart Dallas, who then just lets fly. And for me, he certainly gets a touch. You see it better from this angle. Good play, gets in front of the centre half, and that is going in. It's a save. It's an absolute save. Ridiculous from the referee.
And Millwall look like they just want to slow things right down here, so they come back to their own penalty area and out towards this near side and Jake Cooper, and then Cooper Further wide to Murray Wallace, but it's a poor ball. Dallas picks it up for Leeds. He's a long way out, tries to drive straight at the keeper, who pushes it up in the air and forces it away from goal, and it just about stays in play. And then Leeds try and win it back, but Millwall have cleared. Only it's at the cost of a throw-in though, so the pressure remains on the away side.
Great pressure. Take a breather, Britain, because I tell you what, this is end-to-end stuff. It is a heck of a response, it really is. Now a corner kick.
And Leeds have a corner. You can hear that the home fans have responded, as the team have responded to going behind here.
Here's Stuart Dallas, half volley. It's a great strike. The keeper just had to get something behind it.
Two-man Leeds war lined up the required distance as Wallace curls the ball into the penalty area now. Alioski with a good cushioned header to get the ball up towards the edge of the box, where Woods picks it up. And it goes out of play, does it? No, it doesn't, the assistant says on this near side. Big shake of the head, and the ball into the penalty area, and the referee's given a penalty to Millwall for a challenge by Alioski. And a bad evening's getting worse for Leeds United here. First the call on the near side that the ball hadn't gone over the line, and then the call that gives Millwall a penalty, and it's really going wrong. The referee, far from the most popular man in Ellen Road, awaits and will shortly give the signal. Wallace against Kiko Casilla. Wallace steps up and he drives it low and successfully into the far corner of the net, and it's Leeds United 0, Millwall 2, and this is turning into a tough evening.
Well, it certainly is. It's a very good penalty from Jed Wallace. Plenty of pressure as well. And he steps up and just slams it into the bottom corner, and Leeds now really have got themselves into a big hole. Hard and low, goes actually underneath Kiko and dives above it. Because of the pace that's on the ball, it ends up in the back of the net. But defensively, you have to say, that's where Leeds really have struggled tonight. We talk about their attacking prowess and missing chances. Well, we've had one half chance, however, got to defend better.
Ayling comes in instead. He's running parallel with the edge of the Millwall penalty area. He goes wide to Alioski. Alioski with a chance to cross, dips the ball in. Bamford's there with a downward header, and it comes off the defender, goes behind, and Leeds United get a corner kick. Big shout for handball from the fans behind the goal, but nothing doing for Leeds other than that corner.
It's actually a brilliant ball into Bamford as well. He really should be trying to go for goal. Instead, he just heads it down into the defender. He appeals for a handball.
Hernandez corner kick goes towards the edge of the box. Header goes it straight into the hands of the goalkeeper from Liam Cooper. And Liam Cooper found great space on the penalty spot there, but the header went straight into the arms of Bielkowski.
Good quality.
And Alioski controls and then knocks the ball back to Click, and then Click to Hernandez. And then Hernandez out towards this near side where he's picked out Ayling with a great ball. Ayling brings it under control, tries to make a run towards goal, but his route is blocked by two yellow shirts, so he takes it out the penalty area to Hernandez, who turns past one player and a second player into the penalty area, tries to stab a shot goalwards, but it was a hard job from the angle he was at, and the ball rises and goes over the crossbar.
Well, that's unfortunate. Good play from Hernandez, actually from Ayling as well. Bob Larson defended well, but there Pablo just trying to wrap his foot around, couldn't quite do it.
Now, can we see a Leeds central defender plant ahead on this one? In towards a near post, it comes out. Oh, it's a great, it's in! Leeds have scored, tapped in on the goal line by Patrick Bamford. Harrison with the first touch, Bamford followed in, and Leeds United are back in this game. 1-2.
Exactly what was required. And there's a corner kick. I can hardly believe it myself. I don't care how they go in, but at last we get our bit of luck from a corner kick. It was Ayling that went for it. This time the Millwall players, they all missed it, and eventually when it comes back out after Harrison's effort, Bamford, he turns round and follows the play back in. No defender does. He's the one alive and alert, and he tucks it away. Even I could have scored from there, and you, Bryn.
Tries to get past Hutchinson, showed too much of that to the player, but Millwall give it away to Click right through the middle. Now Bamford just outside the penalty area, back to goal though, tries to make room for a shot, and it comes off a Millwall player. Just a little bit of impetus went out to that as he tried to spin it, but Costa has it far side. Costa with the ball back in, comes back in for Bamford, and it comes back out again for Harrison, hooks it in, keeper pushes it over the crossbar. Hernandez it was with a shot ultimately, much better from Leeds United.
Absolutely, Leeds on the front foot now, and Costa on that right-hand side pulls it back for Bamford. Defender just gets in the way, but then Hernandez controls that volley. Would have been going just underneath the bar. Good save.
Ball comes back off a defender into Hernandez's path, and then to Costa again. Costa trying to make ground down the right-hand side towards the corner flag. Still with Wallace, tight to him, still good control from Costa. Gives the ball back then to Ayling on the right-hand side. Ayling trying to tee up the cross, in the box it comes now, and there's Alioski! Oh! And Alioski was waiting, he got away from the final defender at the back post, and the ball just spun away from him and went behind for a goal kick.
If he just commits to that run, if he carries on, I think he just gets a tap in. No doubt he thought the keeper was coming out, the keeper thought that Alioski was getting there. Good ball in from Ayling in that left foot.
Millwall playing in the Leeds half with Wallace in possession. Goes past one challenge of Harrison, and then square ball into, but good ball into Bradshaw. Turns goalwards, and it's gone right across the face of goal. And it just took a touch off somebody there and spun away almost on the goal line and goes behind from Millwall corner.
Well, that's a heck of an effort. And Wallace actually gets the ball through to Bradshaw. What about this first touch? Then just hits it. Casilla, I think, makes the save. I think that's an excellent stop. It goes through the legs of the defender as well. Always really difficult for a defender once he tries to make the challenge. It's Ben White.
Hernandez has space. The game has really opened up in terms of the space that Leeds have found to play in. Harrison on the edge of the penalty box. Now Alioski in space in the penalty area. Can he drive the ball in? He can, and it just breaks in front of Bamford and stays in play and carries all the way over to the far side to Luke Ayling. Luke Ayling over on the touchline. Now Helder Costa has the ball and he plays it in towards the edge of the penalty area, and it's Harrison who swings it in towards the 6-yard box. It's cleared out as far as Hernandez. Half volley from Hernandez. He scored! Pablo Hernandez gets Leeds back level! What a comeback from the home team! Leeds United 2, Millwall 2.
Come on! Hernandez with the goal. He just strikes towards goal. It comes off a Millwall defender, but who cares? They couldn't clear their lines. The deflection just slightly takes it away from keeper Biakowski, and Leeds get their reward. They've had chances tonight, but a difficult one was taken by Leeds. Back to 2-2. My goodness, nearly half hour to go still. What a game.
Woohoo! Here we go. Now then, what happens next?
Oh.
Helder Costa brings the ball in field to Pablo Hernandez. Hernandez short ball, square to Click, and Click spots the run of Ayling, right hand side of the penalty area, curls the ball in. Bamford! Oh my word! Patrick Bamford dives and heads and puts Leeds in front, and the incredible comeback has just got a little bit better. Leeds United 3, Millwall 2, and Leeds were 2-0 down.
Amazing! I can't believe it. I'm watching, but I'm loving it. Ayling on the right-hand side clips in a brilliant ball in between goalkeeper and defenders, and Bamford, where any good striker should be, in the danger area, right in the middle of the goal, spots it right on his head. He could not miss that one, and he gets his goal. Wow, what a comeback this has been in the second half. The spirit of these lads can never be questioned. They've done it again so far. However, plenty of time to go. Plenty of time to go.
Finish it now.
I'm actually knackered. What about you? What a game we're having here. It's incredible.
And then it's chipped over the top for Helder Costa to chase out towards the corner flag. He'll get there as well. He's taking on Cooper on the edge of the penalty area, still with the ball at his feet. Helder Costa drives. Oh, he's hit the crossbar. Great effort from Helder Costa. Keeper beaten. And it's come off the bar and out to Alioski on this near side down by the corner flag. So close. Alioski right on the corner flag. He's penned in. He spins away from the marker. And then he's fouled, and that's great for Leeds. It's a free kick to Leeds United. Almost mid-position between the edge of the penalty area and the byline. He gets a real round of applause from Liam Cooper for that there.
Actually, Biakowski has pulled off a fantastic save here. Costa just clips it into the top corner.
Oh, yeah,
you can see a little touch onto the bar. It is brilliant. Costa's been alive, hasn't he, in the second half down that right-hand side. Caused all sorts of problems, but just a little touch. Save Biakowski there.
as the ball is flicked over the top from Harrison to Bamford, who's got inside one challenge, needs a bit of help, gets it from Harrison. Harrison breaks into the penalty area, plays the ball to the penalty spot, and it's come for Click. Oh no! He's put it over the bar when he had to score, and he collapses to the turf with his head in his hands, because that should have been 4.
I can't believe it. I can hardly speak. My God! Just hit the target. And he had so much time and space. You know, sometimes you have too much time. That is an instant. It's just the goalie that beat. The keeper's got absolutely no chance. Just hit it anywhere apart from at his chest. And that is number 4. He's distraught. I can see why teammates have gone to him to try and lift him up and get him back, but
Helder Costa for Leeds United knocks the ball back to Click, and now the ball into a position that no Leeds player occupies. Millwall will try and break. Alioski's in there for Leeds, and Cooper does a good job, and Bamford helps out, and now Alioski out towards his near side. Good control play from Leeds. Harrison will run at the penalty area maybe here. Jack Harrison, there's 2 players on him, but he's got in between them, and Hernandez and he have done brilliantly, and Hernandez lets it run for Alioski's try. Oh, just over the bar. That was brilliant football from Leeds United.
oh, it's a wonderful interplay between Harrison and Hernandez, and eventually when it comes back to Alioski, you can see what he was trying to do, put it into that far corner. Great dummy from Hernandez, and just a little bit too high. Mikowski couldn't quite get there.
But he's happy to see the ball sail over the crossbar, and he takes the goal kick now, and it's cleared up towards the edge of the Leeds penalty area, and there's a bit of hesitation, and Cooper has got into a mess, and White's having to help him out, and the ball's in the penalty area, and it's up towards the edge of the box, and there's a chance for Millwall to shoot maybe. Leeds getting bodies in the way. It comes out to Wallace on this near side, in towards the near post, a header in, comes back out to Woods, now over on this right hand side. Mahoney for Millwall into the penalty box. Smith, surely a push from the attacker there, and then the shot from Wallace goes over the top. What were Leeds doing defensively there?
Someone get hold of it and take command. My goodness, it was the keeper, the 2 centre halves. As the ball has come in, here we see just the end of the attack, but earlier on, my goodness, we did our best to give the ball back to Millwall. Yet somehow we get away with it. This is not good, mate. My heart won't take this.
Free kick taken by Bielkowski over the halfway line. Smith wins the header on for Millwall. It goes up towards the edge of the Leeds penalty area. Heads up on the far side. Ayling's chasing it out towards the corner flag. Can he keep the ball from the Millwall player? Yes, he can. Great job done by Luke Ayling. That should be enough for Leeds United now. As the ball goes behind the far touchline, the roar goes up from the Leeds United fans, so close to what would be a huge result here. 2-0 down at the interval, and Leeds have powered back in this second half to be within a whisker now of a huge return, a huge 3-point return. Much bigger than the scoreline would suggest in terms of the commitment and the character that Leeds have displayed in coming back into this game. When they looked out of it at the interval, the noise levels rise even louder around Ellen Road, and surely when Kiko Casilla takes this goal kick, surely as the referee takes a check on the watch now, Kiko Casilla puts his foot under it. They've done it! Yes. Leeds United have recorded a huge win here against Millwall. 2 down at half-time, but a quite fantastic second half comeback full of courage, character and commitment. So Leeds get 3 goals and claim a big championship victory. Leeds United 3, Millwall 2.
Oh, quite simply, Leeds battered Millwall in that second half, but what about the resolve they had to show? Because that first half did not go their way. They're under so much pressure, dropping points left, right and centre, yet somehow they produced that style of football in the second half, which was scintillating. We scored 3. We could have had 5 or 6 if it wasn't for the keeper. Some great performances out there. Well, they have a lot to be proud of. They really do. But I tell you what, my ticker ain't going to take much more of this. But I love it. Well done, boys.